Hey everybody, Fuzzy Meadow Farm here. Wanted to highlight one of the key tactics we employed early on when we acquired the farm. This is a John Deere tractor, a 4010 diesel model. 1962 was its production year, and it's actually in fantastic shape. We bought it off an auction site online from a local tractor supplier. And so he actually delivered it to us, even though we bought it online and went through a live bidding process. It was very, very cost effective for us. And early on in the farm, we had a lot of pasture that needed to be mowed and cleared. So we really needed a quick solution and something that could cut thicker brush. And this is probably a little bit overkill. I think this tractor is rated for 85 horsepower. But at the end of the day, it got the job done. It's really, really cool and nostalgic as well. And another great benefit is that this piece of equipment will hold its value, which is a fantastic strategy. If I wanted to sell it today for the same price or maybe even a little bit more than what I paid for it, I truly believe that I could. But I think we're going to keep this piece of equipment on the farm, continue to use it to do jobs around here that require a little bit more horsepower. So I'm just going to show some of the highlights and the features of this tractor. It's, again, a diesel model. It's a 6-cylinder engine. It's one of the first years that John Deere actually made a 6-cylinder tractor. It's an inline 6, and this tractor actually set John Deere into the modern direction that it is today, and it's really a quintessential tractor model for the company. So just to highlight a couple of features, it's got this air cleaner up top, and goes down into this oil air filter, so the oil actually filters out the dust and all the particles that you get out in the field quite effectively. It's got a pretty nice electrical system on it, really basic. Originally it was 24 volts, but it's been converted to a 12-volt system for ease of maintenance and also for safety purposes. So it's got a kit on here with a different 12-volt starter and a 12-volt alternator, as well as the batteries. There's two batteries. They're both wired up in parallel to maintain 12 volts. Two-wheel drive tractor. It's a row crop model. You can see the wide wheelbase, and this gives it a lot of stability and strength. Even though it's a big heavy tractor, it's still really stable in the field, which is important when you're making turns around some of the steeper hills, which we do have here on the farm at Fuzzy Meadow. It's got places for front weights and also for rear tire weights, which I don't have any on currently. Actually, there is one on the rear tire currently, but I don't have any others installed. And it also has a place for a front end loader, which I'd like to get at some later point in time. I believe it's a model 152 or a 162 front end loader. So 3-point hitch system in the back. You can see it's got 4 hydraulic hookups, and it's got a 540 RPM PTO system in the back as well as a hitch. Right now I've got it hooked up to a couple of logs that I pulled out of the back of the field. So it's also got a really nice light system. I actually had to disconnect that here recently because it was shorting out my batteries, and I need to go ahead and rewire it at some point in time, which I'll do in the near future. There's also a couple of things that I've learned about working on this tractor that I can share later on if there's interest, with the fuel system and just some of the fluids and the workings behind this old diesel engine. So really fantastic purchase for us. It's been a very effective unit on the farm. There's probably a few jobs that it's just quite too big for, but again, really cost effective investment strategy. It gets the job done. It helped us clear this pasture into a nice green lush pasture that you see today, and we're really happy to have it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you subscribe and like us below.